looking for the same kind of lifestyle within this area. When shooting a video testimony, some of the best questions you could ask is what are some of the concerns that the individual have before buying this property and how did we overcome it? Next thing you could ask is what is the best experience working with you as property agent before they buy the property and what do they feel after buying their first property. Once you've collected all these video testimony, what you could do is you share this across your social media platforms. It creates stories.
Actually, I also using those like ChatGPT, Gemini to help on my research and also like what kind of trend that's suitable, what kind of customers are. They will gather all the info and analyze which design flow or design tree is suitable for me.
Tip number 4, use storytelling in your video marketing. When you share behind the scenes of a particular client that just walked in the showroom, you take their experience, how they actually view the property, and then their experience after buying the property and what made them buy the property, or what are some of their dreams or aspirations after buying this property. You could even talk about the day in your life as a real estate agent. What do you do to prepare for a meeting or appointments? How do you actually reach out to clients? What marketing strategies that you find worked for yourself? So when you're sharing behind the scenes, not only about your clients, yourself, you give a sense of personality to your own brand. You share your struggles, your challenges, your wins, whether is it big or small. It showcases your personality. It makes you more relevant. And when it comes to creating relevance to your target audience on social media, one thing happens: trust.
For me, AI will be acting as a role that I come up the skeleton of the design. I use the AI to draft a flow, then we'll be using the flow to improvise the human touch. Like maybe I change the object, maybe I change the font size, or maybe I add in the text.
Recording in progress.
Here are some of the tips that you could do to share valuable content. Here's tip number 1. You talk about the FAQ, frequently asked questions from buyers and sellers. So like for example, what's the list of questions that you should be asking, or what are the list of things you should check for? The next tip you could talk about is explaining common industry jargons, like what is an MOT, Memorandum of Transfer, or what exactly is a strata title, what should you know about it? In the last tip, you can share about local market insights. People don't buy into homes, they buy into locations. So you could share about the surrounding area. For example, why Klang Valley is a top pick for young professionals, or 3 hidden gems in this location that is great for investment. By positioning yourself as a local market expert, what you end up doing is build credibility and attract clients to you.
The AI has actually changed a lot for my design process. One of the most obvious are like I no need to search a stock photo. I can just directly image generate whatever image I need to do during the design process.
The next tip is personal branding. You think about it, if you are an individual who know a particular store in some neighborhood, they only have one store compared to a brand that have multiple chains of stores all throughout the nation, you probably trust the brand with the most amount of outlets. Similarly, you can repurpose your content on multiple social media. It creates the same effect and a sense of familiarity and credibility because you are seen everywhere else.
The AI tools that I currently been exposed is Midjourney, Canva, and Adobe. Both these software actually provide a very good AI solutions.
Tip number 3, turn clients into referrals. Say for example, somebody who you just sold a house to might be interested in a certain location because it suits their lifestyle, it suits their common workplace, and they might know some friends or families that's looking for the same kind of lifestyle within this area. When shooting a video testimony, some of the best questions you could ask is what are some of the concerns that the individual have before buying this property and how did we overcome it? Next thing you could ask is what is the best experience working with you as property agent before they buy the property and what do they feel after buying their first property. Once you've collected all these video testimony, what you could do is you share this across your social media platforms. It creates stories.
Actually, I also using those like ChatGPT, Gemini's to help on my research, and also like what kind of trend that's suitable, what kind of customers are. They will gather all the info and analyze which design flow or design tree is suitable for me.
Hi everyone. Yeah, we are starting right now. Thank you for everyone being here today. Now, let's start with this question here. How many of you actually are in the real estate industry? Let me know in the chat. We are starting right now. Great. Most of you are actually in the real estate industry. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Yeah. So, how many of you actually used in AI software in the past for marketing? Let me know in the chat. Wow, there's a lot of me here. Okay. Hi. Rahul started using ChatGPT now. I think most of you are aware that ChatGPT right now is probably the software that actually breaks everybody into the world of AI. So thank you everybody for waiting. We apologize because we were waiting for a few people to be coming in. Since it's Friday, we assume that there are people that actually come in late. And well, we apologize for that, and we'll be starting the webinar right now. So today's presentation would be about unveiling the next gen in real estate marketing. All right. And today, I'm sure that most of you are taking time out of your busy schedule, which is why you are here. And I'll do whatever I can in my power to make it well worth your time. So get excited, strap back, and enjoy this presentation. So today's main focus we have is to reclaim your time, number one. Number two is to grow without burnout. And number three, using systems automations. And what makes this different? What makes this event different? Well, most events or webinars where people do presentations about marketing, they typically talk about strategies. And when they are talking about strategies, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are talking about theories. But today's presentation, it's not theory. Today's presentation, apart from just giving you the strategy, we are also going to bundle in together with a software to help you implement all the strategies with AI that we're going to discuss today. So it's not just going to be I don't want to use the word mental. Yeah, for those of you who know what the second word is, I don't want to use that word. Today is going to be a bit different, I would say, a bit different. We're going to showcase a few of our technology as well as showcase some of the products that we have for you guys. So the strategies I will share with you today are strategies that you will not find anywhere else because we are the first to implement these strategies. Nowhere else. I can guarantee you that we are the first in the world that implements the world's most complete real estate marketing software. And by the end of this presentation, you're going to discover how to exactly know what to do to cut your marketing time by 50%, even if you have zero skills or audience while generating high quality leads 24/7. And my goal is to unveil the next generation in real estate marketing to exponentially grow your online presence through content to free up your time. And the best thing is so that you can focus on closing more sales. So who's this for? Just now I asked a few of you that, how many of you are in the real estate. The reason why I ask is because sometimes when we do presentations like this, there are others who from different industry, perhaps in the software industry, actually come into our presentation and start and they are not from our base target audience that we are targeting. Michael Ong, I see you hate this kind of marketing. Well, we are in the marketing industry to begin with, right? Okay, so which type of agent are you? So let me know in the chat how many of you resonate with type number one agent, where you are a property, you typically go to property expo, you set up booths in shopping mall and distribute flyers individually. How many of you leverage social media, run paid ads and close deal, and compare to how many of you are actually using AI to automate your work? Let me know in the chat which one do you resonate with, 1, 2, or 3. Right, Michael, which one are you? 2, right? So you are already running ads. 3, 2, and 3. Let me know number 3. I'm curious if you guys are already using automation or AI, what kind of software you are already using right now apart from the general chat GPT? Is there any other software that you guys are also using? Let me know. Photoshop images, okay. Chat GPT only, all right, fair enough. Is there any others? Canva, DeepSeek, wow, that's quite a number. Oh, Michael, you're also using Claude. Claude is good for copywriting. Okay, so if you stay until the end, we're going to give you guys something special, which is a 30-day post content ideas to fill in a blank with templates for captions. So, yep, for any of you who actually stay throughout the entire presentation, we're going to give you a freebie. No opt-ins required. You get instant access. So before we begin, I have 3 important agreements, right? So first one is we are only going to share with you realistic results. So things that we actually been through or we experience ourselves. I'm not going to bloated extreme number of statistics or numbers. The next thing is what you guys could do is to stay engaged. The more engaged it is, the less it's going to be a lecture. You and I know that we don't like long-term lecture where I just talk and then everybody just sitting there. So if you engage, you get to learn more. At the same time, I wouldn't be as if talking to a wall. Would that be all right with everyone? Yeah, let's have a conversation. Great. And the last thing is take action, because whatever strategies that I'm about to unveil here is just strategies. It's knowledge. It won't do any good if you don't take action or execute upon the knowledge that you have. All right? Let's begin. So, hi, my name is Eddie. For those of you who don't know me, I think most of you here probably don't know me because this is the first time that we are entering the real estate market. I'm mostly known in the marketing industry. And yes, I actually appeared in all the news channel below. And let me tell you a story about myself. Well, I'm just an ordinary guy. My father owns a farm and I used to go fishing a lot with my father back in the days. And after that, something changed. I started to think about, I didn't want to be where I was back then. I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be broke. I didn't want to be, always not having enough. I think most of you might have the same story, might have the same experience as me, and something changed. So for me, it was business. So I started business, and back in the days where this was 10 years ago, where newspaper was still relevant. I don't think newspaper is relevant now. This was about 10 years ago. So I started business. I was in the startup industry for about more than 10 years. So I appeared in many news, did a lot of interviews, been into radio station, been into all these glamour scissor reels that most people might know me from. But that's not a point to tell you guys about this. Uh, Throughout my experience in the startup industry as well in the tech industry and marketing industry, nothing came close to what I experienced when it comes to AI. AI definitely has changed the world. And me and the founders actually sat down and start thinking that perhaps we could do some good in Malaysia or some good to the world if we contribute leveraging on AI, because it's such a disruptive. It's like the way I look AI is like, when the dot-com boom was happened, when it comes to, you know, uh, when everything started with mobile apps, everybody is rushing to create a mobile app, and then Facebook started. But AI, the growth and the trajectory that we saw is 100 times more than whatever that I've seen in the past. So yes, I've been to World Startup Championship representing Malaysia, and also had the privilege to help a lot during the pandemic. So I actually helped over 100 entrepreneurs during the pandemic, where everybody suddenly stuck at home. Everybody needs to learn digital marketing. I've never taken a single cent doing any of this live streaming during the pandemic, where I do everything for free, teaching them about copywriting, teaching them how to earn revenue, how to do digital marketing, how to do funnels, the whole lot, right? And since then, I've also been invited to give speeches everywhere in the world. Uh, and at the same time, speaking is something that I enjoy. I've had the privilege to meet, digital marketers like, Neil Patel. Those of you who know him, he's actually one of the OG SEO and SEM gurus out there. This was in Dubai, where my team from OmniNexus was exhibiting in the GITEX event, and we got into the VIP section, and I just happened to met this guy who looks very familiar. I didn't really remember his name at that time because I was so nervous. I said Nate, and then he said he just shake his hand and then called me over, and then yeah, we took a picture. I had the privilege to also discuss with him about our technology, and this is what he said. When it comes to AI and marketing, you need to be everywhere. And what AI has changed the world is it allows you to be everywhere easily. So we take whatever we could from this OG's marketing person and try to implement the best we can in our technology today. Yes, Teo Patil. Next, this is our Malaysian hero also. Some of you who may know, this is Peng Jun. So I attended his Future of AI event, and at the same time, uh, Peng Jun seems to be more excited to meet me than for me to meet him. He also, create a TikTok video of me and showcase our conversation during the event itself. So we learned a lot of marketing. We learned a lot about AI. We dive head in ever since 2022, everything about AI, everything about marketing. And then something happened. We've learned something. Uh, by the way, this was last year. We are the only Malaysian company that was representing the we are only Malaysian company that represents Malaysia in this Dubai GITEX event, the Supernova Challenge 2.0 pitch. So out of all 1,800 startups across the world, we are the only one that made it there. And back in the day, we started this AI technology. We was wondering about creating, AI technology for startups, for SMEs, for enterprise. We tried to target, businesses because that seems to be the most logical choice for us to move in. But changed. Something changed. When we run our first ad, this is what we saw. What we saw was there's a bunch of companies that actually, sign in, sign in, sign in, sign in, sign in. And then we saw something that changed our entire perspective. We saw real estate. Real estate people start putting in, and then we saw another real estate agent, and then another real estate agent, and then another real estate agent. Start thinking, why is real estate agent who is right now signing up for our AI software during the pre-launch time? And then we started digging deeper. We started doing interviews. We started meeting real estate agent and some of the largest real estate agency as well. And we discovered that startups and real estate agent aren't that much different, because for a startup and a real estate agent, probably you have to do lead generation. You have to do, sales calls. You have to do presentations. You have to do, nurturing. You have to do relationship building. You have to do all of these things similarly like a startup entrepreneur in their early days. But here's the big difference we found out. Unlike businesses who typically grow to a certain size and they start hiring more staff, more marketing, and more, teams to come to their team. But real estate agent typically is more of a one-man show throughout the entire time. So when they are a one-man show, they typically do not elevate the pain that they have when they have to manage so many things all together. And we had to verify these for over 100 different agents to actually get what they need in their marketing. Hence, we built OmniNexus. So we have another North Star, challenge in Malaysia, and we also got into the top 10 finalists in Malaysia at MDEC itself. For those of you who are there, you might catch us. And here's a big testimonials that happened to us when we actually pitch our technology to a China counterpart, strategic partner that we have, that does a technology similar to Photoshop, that they use also AI. And when we talk to them, the founders talk to them about the vision about the company, and we actually solidify our the reason why we do what we do. So let's talk about the data, right? That's enough of who I am and who the company is. Let's talk about you guys, the real estate agent. What the data tells us when it comes to marketing, most people are actually investing in content marketing, especially all marketers nowadays know the importance in content marketing. Why? Because it works, it breeds credibility, it builds trust, it builds, all sort of the good things when it comes to marketing that may generate sales. Now, let's look at what the data says about why real estate create contents on social media. So the first thing that you can see is sales, promote listing. Second thing is because content, they post content on social media. It builds trust. As you can see all here, there's only two things that real estate post content. Number one is marketing, second is for leads, right? But the truth is, 80% of agents believe social media is critical for their business, because for those of you who's running Facebook ads, you know how key social media is, right? Let me know in the chat that you are spending money on Facebook ads. Let me know in the chat if you are not spending money on Facebook ads. Put 1 if you are spending on ads, put 2 if you're not. Okay. The next thing is, while since there's so many ones, I think most of you already know the importance of social media and marketing. So only 23% post more than once a week. Only 23 posts or more than once a week. So that's a big, discrepancy of everyone who knows it's important, but not many people does it. And 81% says that they're unhappy. So that's what we intend to solve. But the reality is, marketing can be overwhelming because you need to spend time, money, and you need to have the expertise to become good in marketing. And the worst thing is, if you are beginner, marketing can give you vastly different results. It can feel like a gamble, especially when you first time spending ads on Facebook. I'm pretty sure that the first time when you spend ads on Facebook, you're wondering, am I gonna throw all this money inside and all that? So the next thing is struggling to compete in a crowded digital space, because everyone right now knows the importance of marketing is spending money on, marketing online, creating content. Even grandmas and grandpas nowadays are creating content. Heck, even 6 years old, 7, 8 years old are right now creating content, and they're all fighting for attention. Last thing is what we intend to do and what we don't want so many of you guys to experience is juggling too many different software. You get software fatigue. You create content in one place, you edit content in another place, you post it in another place, you create content in another place, you get inspired by content in another place. There's so many different content, and what you end up doing is, when of course people created the software like Zapier where you can duct tape every single thing with integrations, but still you have multiple software and multiple logins to begin with. The pain is enormous. And then, not to mention, for most of you in real estate, this is what you typically focus your time on top of all the marketing that you have to do. You have to do property viewing, source of listing, new projects, price negotiation, market analysis, and the whole lot. It's tough. Hence the reason why most real estate agents tend to focus on the sales and they don't do so much on the marketing side. But the thing is, if you don't do marketing, you don't get leads, you don't do sales. So then you have to keep doing it all over again. This thing juggle again and again is never ending. And there are some I know that you are still doing cold calling. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. How many of you guys are still doing cold calling now? Because I still do it. Some people I know, they still do cold call. Some people enjoy it, somebody hate it. Put one in the chat if you're still doing cold calling. Brad Anderson still cold calling. Still cold call. This is how it looks like when it comes to real estate marketing. You have to do marketing, you have to do sales, you have to do so many things, so you juggle all the time. And we mentioned about real estate agent that we resonate with is because they don't typically don't hire a large marketing team to grow their business. So it can be a never-ending cycle of juggling everything. Hence why most of them are exhausted, and they typically work like on Monday they have group meetings, and Tuesday they have maybe a day off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday they do lead generation. Saturday and Sunday is their show time, so they work around the clock. And usually what agents do, if they do choose to hire, they choose to outsource marketing agency or hire in-house team. This is what happens. Number one, agency can be costly and there's no control over it. For teams, it can be slow and budget heavy. Why? Because you need to plan long term. And if you were to hire, you still need to manage them. So you have to manage teams, you have to see works that they've done on top of all the sales things that you have to do. It can be overwhelming. So what if I tell you that with AI powered real estate marketing, you would have the power of these elements? You have the
Hello
power
Pro
of time
Nations，
because you can
so
do
今
things
天来拍这
faster
个视
with
频呢，是
AI.
让大家比
You
较
have
容易去
the
了
power of
解关
knowledge
于
because
这个
AI would be
群
able to digest PDFs in a matter of seconds. And they will already know what exactly the knowledge to be absorbed from the PDF. AI also have skill. How many of you uses, Chat GPT to write ads? How many of you, I think, Michael, you said that you use Claude, and pretty sure you're probably using it for copywriting. So AI has skills. It has money. You wanna know why? Because if AI were able to help you automate everything, help you to save time, you have skill and knowledge, you don't have to spend so much on places like agency, you save money, right? And you have AI also have the power over automation. You have the power over space. You don't have to be there, it will work on you, even though in the background. And at the same time, AI also have the power to analyze data and tell you what works, what is not working. So with all these 6 different elements, what I think if you have the power of AI, it's like you have the Thanos glove. You have all this power within you if with the power of AI. How many of you like that? The analogy of using Thanos, with the Infinity Stones and AI. Now, let's look at the statistics, right? So AI, has 86% said that they get ROI from AI. The others are afraid of AI. They probably don't want the AI to, compete with them. And based on statistics, it said that AI generally save them 1 hour a day by streamlining creative tasks. So you think about it, if you get 1 hour saved a day, if you times the whole lot of 30 days, because typically real estate agent work, Monday to Sunday, you get to save about 30 hours a month. And that's huge if you ask me. What would you do if you have additional 30 hours? Would you spend it on, closing more sales, building your team if you are a leader, or spend with your loved ones? What would 30 hours give you back? Hold that thought. Now, so who wants to create more content faster, easier, and win, with less effort than you ever thought possible? Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat. I'm curious to see how many of you guys. Before we unveil the product, let me see how many are excited. Okay, let's proceed. One of my biggest struggles in this webinar is, of course, I have limited time. So because I have limited time, it pains me, right, when whatever I share is, and then you guys participant get all this information and did absolutely nothing with it. It pains me with that because we spend so much time prepare, we spend so much time developing it, and then whatever you learned, you never apply it. So promise me that whatever you learn here, you're going to take massive action and implement this. Because whether you choose to work with us or not, the strategies will change the way how you look at AI and marketing for real estate agent. All right? All agree? Let's go. So today we'll be showcasing you some demos, some video demos about our software that's able to create template posts, add creative hub, daily quote, professional photos, and digital profile. That's 6 of them, 6 features in one. And the 3 secrets we'll be revealing is, the first secret is content multiplier method. How to create 3 months, and I emphasize this, 3 months of professional real estate content in just 30 minutes, even if you have 0 ideas to start with. Because one of the biggest thing I have is with real estate is they say that, oh yeah, I know how to create content. I have no idea, can't think of it. So they spend most of their time thinking about the content. When the idea comes, they start posting. Secret number 2, we have the expert method, how to become and how to use AI to create design and copywriting like an expert, even though you have 0 skills in that department. Because most real estate agents, I know their skills lies in sales, not so much on marketing. And the third one is the hands-free lead machine method, where you can create 24/7 lead generation system even while you're asleep, even you have 0 followers and tiny advertising budget. Right? So let's go to secret number 1. How to create 3 months of content in just 30 minutes. Before that, let me tell you about this story that I met a friend the other day, about 3 months ago. And despite her effort, where she tried her best to post as much as she can, she wasn't consistent enough. And because she wasn't consistent, it's hard for her to gain traction. When she go out for a trip, when she she goes to UK, and then what happens is she took tons of photos, and she doesn't post it all at one go. Maybe within this week she got an idea of what to post, and then she would just post the picture with some caption, and then the next day she's not posting anymore, and the third day she's not posting anymore, and the fourth day then she started posting it again, and then after that 1 week goes by, she's not posting it anymore. To a point, she even thought of hiring, which is the reason why she met me to begin with. She was thinking about hiring an agency to actually help her manage her marketing to do all this posting. And then it got us thinking about this. What exactly is the issue? Okay, consistency is one issue which can be automated. And then the second thing we thought about is about content. Real estate agent, they can't think about the content on the spot, what ideas to post. But it's not that they don't have content. It's just that if I were to ask you to create a post right now on the spot, you probably don't have time to really think it through. So you just post whatever that comes to your mind. And hence, what ends up happening is it's not really a value post. When it comes to value posts, there's some contents inside, there's some statistics, there's something that makes people go wow, something that people will learn, a value content. So then it occurs to us, when it comes to AI is able to extract data, they are able to learn something and then churn out multiple pieces of content. Wouldn't that work? So we put it to the test. We tried it with a few real estate agent, and this is what they say. They love it. So introducing to you guys the template post. So how to transform a single document, one document like a PDF into 100 pieces of engaging social media content in minutes. So how it works is, first you have any documents. It could be your sales kit. It could be, a property report. It could be how to invest in property 101. And then you put it into AI, you feed it into the AI, and the AI will create 100 value posts of the content they just consume and schedule and publish it throughout the social media contents that you have. So here's how it works.
So here's the template post. This is really exciting because all you need to do is upload a PDF of your property that you are selling, and you can generate posts, multiple posts, up to 100 posts based on that particular property that you just feed the AI with information. More so, all the information that you have already generated, you can save to collection, or better yet, you can schedule them via the calendar. And when you schedule it via the calendar, you can have it posted directly to your Facebook page that is connected to your account. Now, how many of you would like to have this feature where it creates 3 months worth of social media content within just 2 minutes?
Yep, exactly. See, softwares like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, they allow you to post, upload PDF, and based on whatever they have in a PDF, they are able to churn out content. You can ask it, you say, read this PDF, summarize the part for this area. Then it will be able to learn everything from the PDF, and it will be able to give you the chat. We took a step further. What did we do is, apart from just learning the content from it, we want the AI to help us come up with social media posts plus graphics at the same time. Now, if you have additional photos inside here, you could also use it, and then the social media content will be more. But for the sake of this demo, we only have my handsome face and some background image of the property. Hence, you can see most of the content is similar, but it's not going to be the same if you have more resources. Yes, we have. Yes, it's definitely it's 2 minutes. So what do you mean upload PDF? You mean upload the photo? No, you upload the PDF because the PDF have enormous amount of information about the property. Let's say you upload the PDF about investment 101. There's many strategies inside the PDF. There's sentences, there's paragraphs, there's everything in there people find valuable that you can just upload, and then you create multiple pieces, variations of the things that you have in the PDF, and then supplement that with the pictures. Exactly. So moving on, if you guys are excited, put one in the chat. I want to know whether you guys are excited. You make me motivated to share you exactly some of the other features that we have. Good, great, perfect. So the next thing is we have this feature called the daily quotes. So when it comes to daily quotes, is some people they don't just want to post about value posts. They want to talk about something related to maybe mindset, maybe motivation, maybe lifestyle. So they want to post something about themselves. But the issue with posting these kind of things is you might, some people go naturally go to chat GPT to think about what should I post about something, or maybe they think about I have no idea. I have no idea. So they don't know what to post. So what daily quotes does is it gives you inspirational quotes so that you get ideas on what you should post. And it works simple similarly. You set your preference, you select from daily options, and you share to your Facebook with one click. Or you get ideas and you start creating posts and share it from there. Your own unique post after that. So this is how it works.
So here we are going to the daily quotes. How many of you would like to post quotes on your social media? With our AI generated quotes, you don't have to brainstorm inspiring quote, motivational quote, live quotes. We have it all done for you.
Now, I know that we are only creating posts, and some of you who are active on Instagram or on Facebook, there's this thing called stories. People post on stories as well. So when you post on stories, you can, it doesn't stays there all the time. It will disappear, and we are definitely moving towards not only posts. We are also going to do stories as well. Exactly. Fred Anderson is for daily engagement. Great. Now, let's talk about the secret number 2, how to create studying marketing materials and convert leads into clients, even you have zero design or copywriting skills. Let's start off with this story. See this girl smiling? Well, not all the time. You want to know why? Because sometimes when it comes to creative people, we enjoy what we do. We like write great copywriting. Just somehow this copy came to into mind, and then it just works. It just flows naturally, and then you enjoy the process. Sometimes creativity is a nightmare. From over 10 years in marketing, I tell you for sure, it's a nightmare. That's why most creative people, they tend to procrastinate until the last minute. The last minute that gives them the last boost to actually start working is called panic, when they ran out of time. So what actually happens? So we dive deep into it. When we ask real estate agent, some of them who actually graduated from marketing say, you're a creative person. You write copywritings. You seem to enjoy copywriting. You post about copywriting all the time, but how come you tell me that you hate copywriting? Doesn't make sense. And then this is what she said. She said that she loves copywriting, used to love copywriting when she doesn't have to do copywriting. But she absolutely hate copywriting when she have to do copywriting, especially on something that is very much repetitive over and over and over again. She has no idea sometimes. It's just you get brain, what's the word? Your brain just get jammed. So we dive even deeper. What exactly goes into Facebook Meta, where what actually exactly goes into the whole marketing process, and we found out this specific thing. When it comes to marketing on Facebook, it's the creative now that works better than the targeting. So most of you who are on who's active on spending money on Facebook, you know that broad audience or custom audience work better than targeting specific customers. How many of you agree with that or had experience that broad audience is better than going specific? Let me know in the chat. Maybe you know something I don't. Let me know. Let me know if you agree that broad is good. Put in broad in the chat. And the point here is we also found out that grok. We also found out that when it comes to marketing, most marketers, they do creative testing. And sometimes certain copywriting just works. Sometimes certain images just works. You see, when it comes to copywriting and images, it has some formula. So we start looking at hundreds of thousands of social real estate posts. I can tell you for a fact, we did that research. We look at all the ads that was run by real estate agent, and we can sort of, pinpoint, say, okay, this structure works, this design works because it has the very prominent image of the building, or this, the layout of the building, there's 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, looks great. And then we also saw the copywriting that works. Some people prefer long form copywriting, some people prefer short form copywriting. And we found out that all of this data, it doesn't need to have somebody to actually just analyze it. You see, AI could do all this work. So we just feed it into the AI, all the design, all the copywriting that works, and the AI starts giving us feedback on copywriting and images that works. Hence, we have this feature called the ad creative. All right. So when it comes to ad creative, you can create conversion focused ads with proven copywriting frameworks. So if you are already writing on whichever software that you are using right now, I see there's a war going on in the chat right now. Somebody hates X, some people, some maybe someone likes it. Everybody has their own, right? So with our software, we created based on proven design and proven copywriting frameworks that works for real estate agent. What makes us different from any other AI out there is we are feeding it with only real estate ads. We are not generic. So we are way much more focused on what has worked for real estate agents. So how does it work? Okay, first, you select your campaign like you would on Facebook. You input your copywriting framework. You choose whether is it the IDA framework, the PASS framework, the 3Ps framework, and then you get conversion optimized ads. So this is how you get, skilled work without being skilled to begin with the power of AI. This is how it works.
For those of you who's already running ads on Facebook, you would love this ad creative feature because unlike generic AI software, you can create images as well as copywriting in one place. The copywriting generation, all you gotta do is put in a prompt of a location or a project. So after putting in your copywriting, you can select your campaign objective like you would in Ads Manager. And you can tweak your target audience based on age, location, and click apply. Next, all you gotta do is select your voice tone, as well as the tested and true copywriting frameworks that we know works. And with that, all you have is not only an image, but copywriting done for you within seconds. Here, you can edit the copywriting and save into collection that you can use for your ad campaign.
But there's more. With just that, you already solve your ads. When you are stuck on creating ideas for design as well as copywriting, you get it all done within mere seconds with proven copywriting frameworks and with designs that we know has worked well over time again and again. So the more people that are using this software, the more our AI will get more intelligent through machine learning to make it much more smarter on what works, because AI can analyze what has worked. Next, when I said there's more, this is what it means. How many of you said that you've used Canva for AI? I saw somebody use Canva for AI just now. Well, we have our very own Canva-like editor in OmniNexus itself. So what it does is you choose templates or use existing image that you have, and you can customize with simple tools and download or publish it through your social media platforms. So this is how it works.
So after saving, everything would be in your collections tab, whether it be your ad creatives or your professional photos. Here, you can also edit the images that was generated, add text. For example, we have template text that you could use, And all you gotta do is change everything as you would in Canva. You could add logos, you can add pictures, you can add elements, you could add in and resize images, everything that most of you would most likely recognize the feature as you would in a graphic design software as easy as Canva. And then after that, just save it and you get a different version. Here, you can preview everything that you've edited from the current and the edited version.
Yep, just like that, Canva, baked right into it. Hence, why just now we mentioned about having an all-in-one system also save you time so that you don't have to juggle multiple different software. Plus, the AI is able to generate content specifically for real estate agents. Admin, please take note on the admin, please take note. Okay, so for those of you who might be thinking, okay, so we can create posts, you can write posts. Some of you might be saying, but I run video ads. How many of you run video ads? Let me know. Let me know in the chat that you run video ads. I know most people still run, graphic ads, but some of you might use video ads. Okay, so video ads, when it comes to real estate agent, sometimes they like to do this thing called the virtual tour, where you bring your mobile phone and then you're like going to places and say, okay, this is how it looks like, this is how it looks like, this is the kitchen, this is the living room, this is the bedroom, and all that. So all these goodies comes into play. Now, some of you are asking just now about languages, right? So with AI, definitely multiple language. We are tuning it. We are tuning it. Eventually, it won't be an issue when it comes to language, but there's something better than just text language, right? And that is video translation. Being in Malaysia, we have multiple different languages that we speak. We speak Bahasa Melayu. We speak English. We speak Mandarin. But not all Malaysians are proficient in all three languages. So when I actually speak to my friend about this in ads, she is predominantly, Mandarin speaking. So she aren't that good in English, but she always want to go for the luxury property that she is selling, and most of them are proficient in speaking in English. So I asked her how much would she pay somebody to do the voiceover, and she said she did. She paid a ton of money to get professional people to voice over her videos. And I said, okay, how much are you willing to spend? And she said, okay, she's making about X amount, close to seven figures. And she said that maybe the price of a voiceover she was willing to pay at maybe 5,000 to 8,000 to do all her videos in 1 month, so that she doesn't have to do it herself because she can't speak in proficiently in English. How many of you would like that video translation? And not only video translation of the languages, but video translation within your own voice. Let me know in the chat if this is something that you want. We want to gather some feedback. Let me know. Put one in the chat. Yes, English to Chinese. Yes. Okay. I see there's some good feedbacks over here. Let's continue on. So the secret number 3 is to have the ability to build a hands-free lead machine. Just a show of hands, let me know that you guys, have a website, personal website. Could you put website in the chat if you have a website? If you don't have a website, you don't need to put. Let me know if you have a personal website. Put it in the chat. Nobody have a personal website? Or one person have a personal website. Okay, two, right? So I talked to my friends that whether they have websites, and some of them said they do, but they are so embarrassed to share me their website. And you want to know why? Because they hasn't updated the website for the past 3 years. Then I said, okay, when was the last time you built a website, and why do you decide to build a website? Because they said they wanted to build personal branding. They wanted a page to have all their projects in one place, but they were too lazy to edit this and that because it takes too much time. And let it be known, she's a salesperson for real estate. She's not okay. She's not a website designer. So it's understandable. And I said, when was the time you actually design a website and build a website? She said, during the pandemic. And I said, okay, no wonder it's 3 years ago. So exactly, and having a website, right? It's key because you are able to convert the right people who already needed your services. Now, just now we showed you guys about the ability to create content, 3 months worth of content, because with just one PDF, you can create up to 100 pieces of content and distribute it across your social media. But unlike paid ads, where most people is running, lead forms, or they are driving it to a website, what ends up happening is when it comes to organic content, you don't have a place where you can collect leads. So if you are already, known in the market, there's no place people will connect. Most of them, they will just give you a like, or sometimes I'm pretty sure you guys running ads, even with ads, they will ask you PM. Everybody just PM, PM, PM. And it can get very frustrating because, you are already running ads and people are still asking for PM. But with your organic content, imagine if you could have a landing page itself to collect leads while you're asleep. You could actually generate leads, and the next day, all you gotta do is open your phone and let's check your calendar. Oh, you have 3 appointments booked this week. How much time would that save? So let me introduce you one thing first before we talk about the website. Talking about the professional photo, because this issue came up quite often when people say that, oh yeah, website, they need to post a picture of me, but I don't have a great photo. So we have this feature called the professional photo, where it take ordinary photos and then we polished it to make it look super professional. Take a look at this. You upload your photo, you choose your enhancement style, and you save your enhanced image. Here's how it works.
So this next feature is called professional photo. All you gotta do to use this feature is upload a picture, an existing photo of yourself. Like for example, we are now uploading a young handsome man right here. And with this, you can tweak the features that you need, whether you want it to be male or female. Yes, you can turn someone into female, but that's beside the point. You can choose different colors, different studio lighting, and generate the professional photo of your choice. Right now, I think I look a little bit more dashing in blue. Perhaps so. What do you guys think? You can also save this into your collection and use it for your social media profiles or your landing pages.
And you also can use it for ads or your daily quotes. And you can also use it for any social media content that you create with the PDF. Moving on, we have the digital profile. This is the landing page that we talked about just now. You have the ability to choose templates. You can customize content inside, and you can publish and promote seamlessly all in one platform. And because it's all in one platform, you don't take so much time, juggling between softwares like Wix or WordPress. You can do it all in one place. This is how it looks.
So here we are at the digital profile where you can create landing pages. For here, everything that you need in order to create a page for your personal profile page or a property page can be done easily with our done for you templates that you just need to edit about inputting your information. So here you probably have multiple properties that is under your portfolio, and apart from having just multiple properties that they can view, visitors can also book an appointment with the agent. So for example, all you need to do is scroll to talk to an agent, and here you have a calendar that I'm pretty sure most of you are already really familiar. It looks a little bit like Calendly, and all they had to do is pick a time and input their information with their name, email, phone number, and a message. And just like that, you can book an appointment with an agent directly from your pages. That takes like about 2 minutes to get in contact with someone. Imagine if you have this running 24/7 with your organic content, not lead form, but organic content. Anyone can contact with you without having you speaking to them first. So now we are looking at the calendar. In this calendar feature, you can look at all the social media content that you have scheduled from using either the social post or the template post. You can look at not only your social media posts, you can also look at the appointment book all in one place. For example, here we are looking at someone who booked an appointment with Eddie at 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. How many of you would find this useful when you have your social media calendar and appointment calendar in one place?
Yeah, that's how it works for a landing page. So, what have we gone through? First, we talk about the content multiplier method where you use one PDF to create multiple pieces of content. We go about the expert method where we use proven copywriting frameworks, and we also loaded a ton of real estate ads to know what design layout works, what copywriting works. And the last thing is a hands-free lead machine method where you can generate leads with your organic content, not just on paid ads. So all these three is how you can, save time with marketing, definitely more than 50%, and generate 3 months worth of content to help your real estate marketing. So we've gone through 6 different, features in one content. Sham and Sue post from Facebook personal. Unfortunately, Facebook has already banned everything from personal posts. It needs to be from a page. It cannot be a personal post. Yes, appointment can set after filtering. It's kind of like Calendly. We got the idea to integrate everything just like Calendly. So any appointment setting apps works in our platform just as good. Okay, so was this valuable for you guys so far? If so, I would like to ask your permission to tell you more about software. Great. Anybody excited to know more? We have a ton more to show you guys. But before that, let's talk about the cost of having a marketing team, right? So social media manager would typically cost you about 8,000. Nowadays, social media manager is a bit higher price. The reason being is because they said that they manage multiple different social media platform, and now social media manager needs to know about content, video content as well, not just writing blog articles. You have graphic designer, you have content writer, and you have ad specialist. With just these 4 individuals in a marketing team, it would set you back about 23,000 a month or 276,000 a year. And that's a lot if you ask for a real estate agent. A lot. Hence the reason why most real estate agents typically do not want to hire a team nor go for agency, because it costs a lot. Right. So with the OmniNexus system that we are about to unveil to you guys, take note, it's only available on the 3rd of April, which is about, I would say, about 1 week from now, where we are going for launch. You have the template post so that you can fill your content calendar for months, 3 months at one time. Hence why we value it at 12,000. Because if you paid somebody $1,000 a month to create 30 social media posts in a month, that's really underpaid as well to begin with. 1,000 is impossible to get that. So why we value it at 12,000? Next, for daily quote, to think up for ideas, we put it as if you have one daily quote a day, probably save you time on writing ideas to write. We value it at $10 per post, and you have 365. Hence why we are valuing it at 3,650. Next, ads creative. But we already established the fact that it will cost you probably around this range when it comes to hiring a performance marketer to help you run your ads. But to get a designer as well as copywriter, not just any writer, but copywriter, direct response copywriter, a month would most likely cost you, quite a significant amount. So we value this at 18,000. Next, we have Creative Hub, and we value this at only 1,788. Why? Because we are benchmarking this together with our competitor, Canva, for this. Next, professional photo. If you go for a professional photo shoot, it will most likely cost you about 1,500. The cheapest that I could get was also 2,000 something to 3,000. And if you have 1 year's worth of professional content that you can actually edit, we'll value it at 7,200. Wouldn't it be fair? So for digital profile, to build a landing page for being, in marketing for past 10 years and being a funnel designer, I know for a fact a good websites that not only look good but enables you to actually collect leads would easily cost you tens of thousands. Why we are valuing it at 24,000? Imagine if you have, you update your property. We mentioned about not just a personal website, but property websites can be embedded inside. We value it at 24,000. All of this, you have a total value of about 66,000. That's the total value that you have just from this 6 feature. And I say just 6 because there's going to be more. So this is why you can see it's a good deal at 6,888. That's like 10% of whatever value that we've been given. And because today we are still doing the pre-launch, I have a discussion with the founders and the bosses, and we agreed. We can't just charge the regular price because we are still in the pre-launch phase. So you can get started with us right now for just 4,888. But, since you guys have been a good sport with us and you made it all the way to the end, we want to give you guys something special. With that, we are only charging 2,888 a year. That's like almost 240 ringgit for a month subscription. But currently we are running only for a year. And I want to let you guys know why we are running 2,808 a year. Because we are in a pre-launch phase, and with all the AI features that we've given that I know you guys find valuable, we want to create the best real estate marketing platform, I dare say, in the world. So we need to upkeep with the best AI models that we can get our hands on, with the best features, the best software we could get to bring you the best marketing platform. Hence why we needed to charge at this price, and we are charging it at a year so that we can reinvest in building our software to be better than anything that we have out there. And with this price, you also get 330 credits a month. Let me explain about the credits. Thank you, chat, for dropping it down. So the credit works this way. For 1 credit, it costs you about 70 cents, 0.70 cents. And to create 1 generation, it comes with copywriting, design, and automation to post in all your social media platform. It will be only $1.70. Think about it. If you can create $1.70 per post, I don't think any designer or per se copywriter would be agreeable with that. This saves you so much time, And as you can see, it only takes 2 minutes to create 100 posts. 2 minutes. Come on, guys. It's a huge value that you are already getting from this. Next, I had two choices, as we mentioned just now, to go as low as possible so that it can reach as many people as we can, or a higher investment, but that would mean that we focus more time on building the best we can. And we chose that the stage where we are right now, we chose the second option because we want to create the best software as it can be. So with OmniNexus, what else do you get? With 2,888 a year, you get Facebook integration, social media integrations, not just Facebook. We are talking about, Instagram, we're talking about LinkedIn, talking about TikTok. Calendar integration, as you guys have saw for landing page, you have appointment management, you have auto posting scheduling, and we have, contact management. All right. And if you guys see the quote, you guys see downstairs the first 100, because this offer is only available to the first 100. And this is not the first webinar. For those of you who actually sign up for a webinar, you know that Monday we just had our previous webinar, and we have 3 more webinars coming up next week. So we can't promise you guys that this price will stay the same. It probably won't stay the same because I already make a deal with the bosses to give you guys at this price for the first 100. After that, we will have to raise the price. Yes, Dicky, great question. It is definitely integrated to Google as well as Apple Calendar. And can the solution be available on mobile and tablet? Michelle, yes, it is available on tablet because it's web view, and on mobile, well, we are developing the mobile app as we speak. So definitely, everyone is hard at work. Development team, they are world class. We have the Dubai team, they are our AI scientists as well, also world class. So we are hard at work delivering the best value as we can with all the features that you can see. So let me wrap up everything again. So you can see the template post where it's worth 12,000, add creative 18,000, creative half 1,788. You have daily quotes 365,000. You have professional photo 7,200, and digital profile is a total value of 66,000, and you are only getting it for 2,888 a year. Congratulations, Fred Anderson. Now, what I want you guys to do is either scan the QR code or log on to www.launch-omninexus.io/access and be one of the first 100 to get access to OmniNexus. Note one thing that our software will only be launched on the 3rd of April. So by the time when it's going to be launched, we will let you guys know you guys can have access on the 3rd of April. This is how you guys would look like when you go to the website. You can just make a payment for 288. So don't go to any dodgy websites. The link, the QR code is working very well. From just now, what I can see, everyone tested properly. So you should go to this page, right? Max. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what mostly I get, right? Because nowadays everybody is really smart, Not everybody can, use AI to create their own software. Some people knows how to integrate everything all together. But here's the number one mistake. When I give talks or, go on stage, they give talks like this, everybody will say, okay, thank you for the information. Thank you for our strategy. Let me go home. Let me Google how to create this myself. I got a story to share with you guys. I have a client one day told me, say that they wanted to create YouTube. And I say that, okay, what's the budget like? Another video streaming site, you got to do something vaguely different. Maybe something like, live streaming, game streaming or something of a specific niche. And he said, no, he just want to do YouTube, another YouTube competitor. Then I said, okay. And he asked me, I have only a budget of X amount, it's just 5-figure. And I said that it's nearly impossible. Then he said, why not? There is, websites that given out templates that you can just drag and drop and you start creating software from it. I say it doesn't work the same as how you want it if you want it like YouTube. And he said, it's okay. If you can't do it, let me ask AI and he will do it for me. It's been a year. I still haven't seen him launch his YouTube competitor. I tell you guys for a fact, it has cost us for the past 18 months about $500,000 testing and trying everything that works and everything that doesn't work. We've tried integrating with the best AI models. We have tried, creating and integrating all different software together, gathering the best teams to provide this. If you were to do it on your own, I think it will probably cost you equally that much. So don't make this mistake. Don't think that, it's easy to do this, because you can hear it directly from me. Look at me, my eyes, I can tell you, blood, sweat, and tears happen. It's not easy. All right. Next thing, if you make payment within the next 30 minutes, you get the founding member benefits. I know some of you who already make payment. Thank you very much. Congratulations for joining us in this journey. Number one, you get the community access, which is worth value at 3,600. And in this community, we are only inputting only real estate agents who will share with you guys what has worked. And as the saying goes, if you surround yourself with winners, you will be the next winner. Next thing we have is the weekly hands-on tutorial. Some of you are already tech savvy, because I've seen that today's bunch, a lot of you have already run ads, right? Some of you are already using AI. But not everybody is tech savvy. So we are going to do a weekly hands-on tutorial where we work with you feature by feature, how to create your social media calendar, how to create your website, how to set up your lead capture for appointments, and all the good stuff. So you don't have to figure it out yourself. Moreover, for those who have made payment, in the next 30 minutes, you get locked into the founding member price, which is worth 4,000 value, because right now we are charging at 2,088. The original regular price we are charging is 6,088. This member price will be locked in for life. We're going to add more features inside. We're going to add more good stuff inside, but your price will always stay the same. It will never go higher. Moreover, you will also be the priority group of people that will gather feedback of what features you would like on our software. And we value it at priceless. And the reason why we value this at priceless is because imagine having the first advantage over everyone else. It's like being ChatGPT. Being ChatGPT and you are the only one who has this software, while everyone else has to wait. So remember, next 30 minutes, anybody make the payment, the first 100 will get these benefits for founding member. So what we can get? So look at the values that we have right now. You have the template post, the ad creative, you have the creative hub, daily quotes, professional photo, digital profile, and the founding member benefit value of 12,400 to have a grand total value of 79,000 for just 2,888. So what are you guys waiting for? Yes, there's so much value, and we have even more value. That's not all. Okay. So how much is it worth if all you have is a year with this software and you just need to close and convert one real estate client? Just one. Would it be worth it? Would it pay itself within weeks or months? You have 1 year for that price, 2,888. Could you think with this software you get to be consistent on social media? You can't get just one client. What would it be like if all the software does is it helps you get clients, schedule appointments while you're asleep, help you stay consistent, build your personal brand, where you have always think about doing it, but you never got the chance to go around it. Now take a look at the traditional and the OmniNexus system approach. Traditionally, people would just think about content creation for real estate. They think about 5 hours a week. You add creation 3 hours a week. Just think about the copywriting, gather the pictures. You update your website. Maybe new projects comes in. You take 2 hours. You have a total of 10 hours per week. It's about 30 to 40 hours a week spent on marketing. Look at the alternative. If you have create content creation in 15 minutes, ad creation, landing pages, just about 15 minutes, just 15 minutes a month. How much time would you save? 38 hours. We assure you it's going to be more than 38 hours. As you can see, a data just now, AI is able to save 1 hour a day. In a month, it will be 30 hours. With the amount of features that we have in our software that enables you to automate everything, and it's the first in kind that I can see able to create 100 social media posts based on just a PDF, that's definitely more than 30 hours. We are putting it at conservative 38 hours, but we've seen the time saving. We did the calculation, it will be about 66 hours. Imagine 30 hours per week for complete social media marketing system for real estate agents, specifically for real estate agents. So for the first 10 customers, we're going to give an exclusive one-on-one onboarding either with me or my team. How great is that for the first 10? For this presentation, for the first 10, you get this benefit, one-on-one onboarding. Does it create website for those who do not have existing website? Yes. Chu Ran Huang. Yes. We create website for those if you don't have any website. All you have to do is use the platform. You can upload a picture of yourself and create professional pictures and then, get all running, all the good stuff. So get started today. What I want you guys to do is either scan the QR code or open a new tab and access www.omninexus.io/access and begin your journey with OmniNexus. Open a new tab right now, guys. Open a new tab right now. I'm so excited right now for you guys. Because you know why? Because we have so much more benefit to share with you guys. Okay, let's talk about what is your time worth. Let's say an agent typically hour rate is about 300 to 500. Okay, typically an hour. You get a money time save of 38 hours. How much would that be worth? I know you guys, real estate agent, get paid by commission, but it just for the sake argument, we will just put about 300 to 500 per hour, right? Your pay would get about 11,000, 19,000 if you save 38 hours. That's like 40 hours a week. It's like almost full-time working. And the annual value you will get is 136 228,000 save that you could use when it comes to closing sales instead of doing marketing and spending all this time that can be automated with AI. All right. So look at the value perspective. Your daily investment most likely costs about $7.91 if you divide it through the entire year for each day. That will probably cost like a price of a Starbucks, maybe less than that. I would say maybe the price of Zeus coffee. And the cost of a single photograph for the professional photo shoot is about 15 to 30,000. The cost of one missed opportunity would be about 10 to 30,000 in terms of commission. But maybe if you use this, you'll be able to get more opportunities. Wouldn't that be worth it? An hour is valuable, 300 to 500. Would you use it precious time on yourself, or would you automate it? Well, either way, you still pay, right? Either you pay with your time, either you pay by learning all the mistakes and trying to do this all yourself, or you pay now and get back way many times over by your closing sales, by getting leads and excelling. Either way you pay, whether with time or mistakes, you still pay. And this is one thing I would like to share with you guys, is the one thing you will never get back. Money is infinite. Money you can always get. Especially for salespeople, you guys know money you can always get because all you rely is just you need leads. Once you get leads, you guys know what to do. You can bang, 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 and you guys get everything when it comes to the sales. But the marketing part is the headache part. Nobody wants to do marketing part because salespeople are great at what they do in sales. One thing you can never get back is not money, it's called time. I want to share with you guys a story of me and my brother. All right. With all the Caesar reels that you guys saw, we appeared on newspaper, we appeared on articles, we appeared on radio stations, we appeared in other countries appearing on stage. But one thing I did never share with you guys is, do you know me, my brother? We never actually got our degree. Only on 2022, which is 2 years, 3 years ago, we actually completed our degree because we never come from a very privileged family to begin with, which actually pushed us to do business and sales and marketing in the first place, because we need to fight for ourselves. Only during pandemic, I had the time to actually do my university degree. All right. But here's the thing, time waits for no one. I could never turn back time and pause time, say, wait, can I go back time? Can I take my degree, be everyone the same age as me, my same peers? Everyone who graduated was in their 20s. Only me, my brothers we are in our 30s when we graduated. That's when how it hits us that, time literally waits for no one and you can never get back time. Embarrassing as it is, we are still proud that we graduated with a degree with our own. Right. So here's a question for you guys. If not now, when? If not now, when? Nikki, you mentioned whether you can come to office to see in action. I'm going to make you a deal right now. If you don't come alone, you come with a group. We're going to do it. We're going to show you live demo. If you bring a group, one is probably not worth our time. Bring 3, bring 5, bring your real estate friends all together. We'll show you a live demo in our office. Right? I tell you what, I'm going to send you a message after this. And if you agree with it, we will do it. Come to our office. So again, if not now, when? Do it. Right? So here are some of the bonuses. Please stick through this because this is going to be a roller coaster ride. We have a few more features for you guys. So we have number 1, social posts with value at 5,200. So some of you already talk about, creating engaging posts, right? We posted value posts, but sometimes people want to know the face behind it all. They want engaging posts. They want your backstory. They want, about you personally as a real estate agent, not only the deals that you make. So we have invented this thing called social posts. So remember, we talked about 100 posts that is being generated with just one PDF. This is the reverse. If you have all the pictures that you have taken saved up in your phone, but never had the time to post because you just can't think of something to write your caption, you can put 100, I repeat again, 100, up to 100 pictures from your photos, upload it into the platform, and AI will help you generate 100 captions of yourself. Maybe you won an award during the real estate challenge. You've been to somewhere. You can schedule all these 100 different photos in your mobile phone. I guarantee you have a lot of photos in your mobile phones that you are just don't have the time to actually post. This one will help you schedule and post 100 pictures, up to 100 pictures to your social media account. So you have one post when it comes to value content where you upload a PDF about investment, about your property that you're selling, which is sales focused, and you can do social posts for engagement itself. Right? Next, so how social post works, you upload your photo, you use the AI to write the perfect caption, and you publish and schedule. So unlike how do you call template posts where you upload a template and it pushes out 100 different content, right now you input 100 different content and you schedule all the 100 content through your social media platforms. So we have added the bonus number 1, social post, and we have the total value of 84,000 right now. For only 288, the value is immense. Next, we have ad simulation. For those of you who's running ads just now, who's letting me know that you have run ads, this is the value that you get. We value at 6,000 because it would cost you money to run ads that probably wouldn't work. So we have developed this platform based on all the data we have about AI, about what content works, that you can check and see which image or which copy is most likely to work before you launch an ad. We value at 6,000 because if you were to hire a performance marketer to check everything for you, they would still have to spend some money to test. This value is immense for anybody who's running paid ads. For those of you who are saying that you're running paid ads, put one in the chat right now. I want to know how many of you guys are excited for this feature. Great. Next, this is how it works. Upload your ad, set testing parameter, and set performance prediction. So we have a total value of 90,000 right now for only 288 price a year. Third, what else do we have? Inspiration bank. For them, for those of you who's like creating content all the while and you have no idea, or maybe you are already looking at competitors, boy, do we have this feature for you. This inspiration bank allows you to spy on what content works on your other social real estate agents or your competitors. And you're able to one click, if you can see closely, you're able to one click and regenerate the content, the words, as well as the image to create your own very own content based on their existing content. So if you see that some content seems to be is good, you get inspired by their content, you can just run, click, and regenerate all of it, and immediately it becomes your own original content. Through the power of AI, you can rewrite. So we value this at 4,800. Next. So how does it work? You browse curated content, find relevant templates, and convert those content to yours. How sweet is that? So we have bonus number 3. We added inside another 4,800. We have a total value of 95,000 for only 2,888. I think this is, it says so much. It's so much more value you would get. Last, we talked about languages just now. We talk about, videos where you can translate English to Mandarin, Mandarin to English, Mandarin to Bahasa. You can do it all with this feature called the video generation. The one we spoke about, where those people do those virtual tours with voiceover, you can use AI in your voice tone, translate it into another language. So it still sounds like you. You don't have to hire, somebody to voice over. You won't have to, be proficient in the language. If you're not confident, just speak in the language you are proficient in and have AI translate it. You have a value of 8,000 because if you were to hire somebody to do this for you, it will cost a ton. So how? You upload your content, select language, and generate professional videos with translated multilingual features. We had a grand total of 100,000 over in terms of value for just 200,888. How many of you get excited with this? All of this is in the future. Do know that the bonus 1, 2, 3, 4 are still in refinement. We are still developing, and there are going to be more features that we're going to have. So if you want to be with us in this journey, I suggest you to open a tab right now, go to www.launch-omninexus.io/access and sign up an account. Be the first 100 with us on this journey where we create the world's best real estate AI marketing platform in the world. Right? So imagine 100,000 worth of value in a complete system working for you 24/7 so that you can focus on what you do best, not marketing, but closing sales, maintaining relationship with clients. So here's the thing. Information doesn't create lasting changes. I have an error right there, changes. So information doesn't create lasting changes. Most of you already know the strategies, but you need the software to actually help you execute. So once again, for those of you who thinks that you can do it on your own, I want you guys to think properly again. Information doesn't change. If you want to create a social media platform for yourself, you want to be known in the real estate industry, you want to have a personal brand of yourself, you want to automate your home marketing, now's your chance. And here's the thing, we are all creatures of habit. If you don't take the action to start doing something new, it will end up the same place. Those of you who've been saying that I want to create content for the longest time, probably haven't created content for the longest time, this is what ends up happening. It doesn't change. And you want to know how I know? It doesn't change because I'm going to show you guys something that I'm very ashamed of. All right, very ashamed of. Take a look at this. So over the past years, I've managed to lose 10 kg in weight loss. And this is all it takes. This is all it takes. It takes just 1 month of inconsistency. And I gained back all the weight and more because I wasn't being consistent. I know about habits, probably a lot more about habits. It took me 6 months to lose 10 kg of weight. It took me 1 month to get back, skyrocket all up because I wasn't consistent. And this is exactly what happened to most people when it comes to social media. They are being penalized by Facebook because they are not being consistent in terms of quality and showing up in content. So if you are not posting regularly, Facebook will penalize you by not promoting more of your content and promote others' content who are consistent. So if you want to be on track, you want to create consistent content, you need to be in habit of posting content. And posting content every single time we have established, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of mental power to stay consistent. With a software like ours, you wouldn't need to. So why act today? Number one, limited founding member spots are available. Pricing increase for the first 100 members. After this, we will increase the price. You get access to all features and you get 73% off regular pricing if you sign up with us today. So get started now. Scan the QR code and open a new tab right now and access www.access launch www.launch-omninexus.io/access and start your free trial. So here's the thing. We've put all the different features in one platform. You have the content inspiration bank, social post, template post, ads, creative hub, daily code, professional photo, digital profile, ad simulation, and video generation all in one platform. So you don't have to use any other different AI software for your real estate marketing. Does that sound good to you guys? Let's go to a Q&A session. I saw a lot of Q&A just now. There's a lot of questions asked. Let me know what are your questions. While I answer the questions, feel free to scan the QR codes and secure your spot. Do you guys have any questions? Anyone in the chat would like to ask? By the way, team, just now we have Nikki Chan that asked us whether they can come to our office to see our system. Please send Nikki Chan a message. Let him know if he invite his friends, we are going to invite him to our office and show him in real time. You meet me in person, right? Anyone else? Any questions? Any burning question that you guys have? Or we have done such a great job explaining everything about software, you wouldn't need to ask questions. I don't think so. How does AI improve lead generation? Right. AI doesn't necessarily improve lead generation, but AI can enhance a lot of different things. Number one, AI can create content, more consistency, more chances for people to see you, the more shots you have at attracting a lead. The more you put up an ad, the more you put up content, you are getting more chances to attract customers. So AI doesn't immediately you use AI, you get a lead. Doesn't work that way. Use AI to create content, content post consistently, you get show up in social media newsfeed, you attract people who's looking at your content, people sign up within a lead, and that's how you get a lead. Okay, Alden, you mentioned more quality content and quantity. Both are important, quality and quantity. And we talk about feeding our AI with quality content. So we will maintain quality the more it comes better. Most of you who's using Chat GPT in the previous model, Chat GPT wasn't that good. And then now it's getting better and better because we are training the AI, they are training the AI to become better, smarter over time. It works the same way as us. It will get better in terms of quality. The more data, the more raw data that we feed it. What's the easiest way for beginners to start using AI tools effectively? I'm a bit biased. I recommend you to sign up with OmniNexus.io and then start using it. That will be beginner friendly. Our software is so beginner, I tell you. It's so beginner, it's not even funny. We are rivaling some of the big boys out there. All right. We are rivaling some of the big boys out there. And we are not giving just one feature. Come on, we are giving you guys 10 features. 10 features in one place. And this is even before we launch, man. Come on. Which AI software with the amount of balls there to do something what we are doing? Okay. Chu Ran Huang. Yes, to be honest, it can be used, but I wouldn't recommend using OmniNexus for any other business because we want to be strategic in what we do. So our AI is only trained on ads, content that has worked for real estate agent. We are not like ChatGPT or Claude that will give you generic answer, a generic copy, or generic images. Ours is focused on real estate. Simply because what we resonate with real estate agent, we found out the real estate agent are unlike any other, you know, small to medium sized businesses. They typically don't have a marketing team. So this is the space that we decided to enter because we saw an unmet market in the industry. We are basically the OmniNexus is basically the marketing team for real estate agent, can I say? Prita Nandini. Yes, it can be integrated to all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, except one. And that is something that not only we can do, anyone else can't do it as well. That is called Xiaohongshu. We cannot integrate with Xiaohongshu simply because Xiaohongshu don't allow any third-party integration. Michael Ong, what would I say to agents who are hesitate to using AI in their marketing? I'm going to give you a very good story, Michael, specifically for you. You've been very active. I'm going to tell you this story. It's a great story, right? Have you ever heard about this word called the jack of all trades, a master of none? How many of you heard that? Put one in chat. Let me know if you heard this story. Jack of all trades, master of one. All right. You guys know the full quotes of jack of all trades? Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one by William Shakespeare. With AI, you can be a master, a jack of all trades. Why? Because, and you can also be a master of one. If you are good in sales, then let AI take the rest. AI can do your marketing, can do your design, can do your copy, can do your lead generation, can do all of these things. So you can be a masters of masters. Now, about that story that I talk about those people who are hesitant to be on AI. Here's the story. This is a story about Grab, Shopee, and Touch and Go. And these I hold true in my heart because these are real stories that I experience, right? Let's get going. So for Grab, when Grab was in Malaysia, before that it was Uber, I was an avid, user of Uber. And I start asking people, why don't you use Uber instead of going to a taxi stand? You know what they say to me? They said, why? Our parents taught us not to trust strangers, and now you are using an app to call strangers to your house, and you go into the car with a stranger. It won't work. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. It won't work. It will never work. Especially in Asian countries, stranger danger. You don't go with strangers in their car. That's history right now. Let's talk about second story that I have. Shopee, right? I remember quite vaguely a colleague of mine say that anybody that sells online are scam. If you can sell something, why don't you sell offline? Because people can see. Guess what? After the pandemic, every single week I saw her buy, Shopee, deliver. And she still had the audacity to show me her face that she buy Shopee when she vowed to me. She said she swear. She said she swear she will not buy anything online. Guess what? After the pandemic, everybody buys everything online, right? Then another story called Touch and Go. This is very, I don't know what I say about this. It came from a tech person itself. They say if all it needs is just a fingerprint for an e-wallet to authenticate payment, then everyone would have lost their mobile phones as well as their thumb, their finger. Because it's so easy to get access to everyone's wallet, it will never work. I heard this again. It will never work. E-wallet will never work. So guess what? Take a look at this. Grab. Everybody is using Grab for Grab food and Grab rides. Everybody is using Shopee to buy things online. And Touch and Go, every single place that you buy right now, people are opting for Touch and Go instead of cash. So that's my thought when it comes to people adopting AI. The truth is, AI won't replace you, but the people using AI will. Just like taxi drivers who's using Grab will replace traditional taxi drivers without Grab. Shopee sellers can sell online and offline. They get more sales overall. Touch and Go e-wallet give people convenience. All of these things gives people convenience. And when it comes to convenience, the more convenient it is, the more people using. It's not a matter of if. I've seen this over and over again. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. So if you guys want to be the first one out there, tell you what, open a new tab right now, go to www.launch-omninexus.io/access and join OmniNexus today. Okay, for those of you who stayed to the end, you're going to get a free copy of the 30-day real estate social media content calendar here as promised. I don't spend so much of your time already because it's coming to the end of the presentation. So if you guys can scan the QR code here and or you go to the website launch-omninexus.io/freebies. Chat, can you? Okay, nice. Thank you, Preeta, for putting the link up there. And for the rest of you, I hope you guys have a great night and great weekend. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for staying up today. And catch you next time. On behalf of OmniNexus, we are watching you guys from afar and we are always rooting for you. Thank you, everybody. Good night.